Nesma Daher survived years of war in a Damascus suburb that was on the front lines of Syria's long conflict. But well after the guns fell silent in her area, she says life only gets tougher. Daher is a widow. She says sometimes she can only feed her 4 children 1 meal a day.
From the day of their father's passing, the days were hard and only got harder. My days are very, very hard.
Daher's family get by on cash support from an NGO equivalent to about $7 per month, and her experience is typical of the poverty in Syria after more than 12 years of conflict. The fighting grew out of protests against President Bashar al-Assad's rule more than 10 years ago. 350,000 people have been killed since then, while millions were displaced and public transport ruined. Though the main front lines have barely moved in years, humanitarian needs are at their greatest yet. The United Nations says more than 15 million people need aid across the country, a record number, and it's struggling to fund support for Syrians amid other crises worldwide. Meanwhile, Arab states have welcomed Assad back to the Arab League, but there is no sign of the Arab investment many Syrians in government-held areas hoped would help revive the economy. Madian Diab is director of the Syrian Investment Authority.
Many foreign and Arab companies visited the Syrian Investment Authority. The obstacle and main fear were the economic sanctions.
US sanctions can freeze the assets of anyone dealing with Syria regardless of nationality. Washington says it aims to put pressure on Damascus for a political solution. Economists cite corruption, inflation and labour shortages as other issues that harm the business climate. But Syria's hard-hit families have more immediate concerns. They just wonder where the next meal is coming from.